Actually, there are
Right.
teachings in which you have to go through the threshold of the moon,
Hmm.
Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. You have to cross those in order to reach the sun. The sun is the center, and the sun is a portal. That's where you
Right.
can transcend.
Uh,
And you need
yeah.
a solar astral body because you can have an emotional lunar astral body.
Yeah. Uh,
Apostle Paul said there are many
yeah.
spiritual bodies. Some have the splendor of the moon, some have
Yeah.
the splendor of the sun, some have the splendor of the stars.
Yes.
So another stage. Those are
Yeah.
those who are beyond our solar system.
Yeah.
Elijah had a Merkaba that
Right.
can transcend, or Enoch.
Huh.
He walked
Yeah.
with Elohim, and Elohim took him.
Yeah. Right.
Elohim are the stars, the solar
Yeah.
system,
So
galaxies.
being in the sun, being in a that's almost like the you got the three aspects in the fiery furnace, and there's the fourth one in there with you, and you
Mhm.
leave you and if you pass the test, you come, so to say, you come out, you don't even smell the smoke, let alone be burned up and consumed. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's like Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego in the furnace, in
Mhm.
the
Yes.
fiery furnace. Yeah.
Abraham was also thrown into the furnace by
Mm.
Nimrod, according to
Ah.
an oral teaching. That was
Okay.
an allegory. We are thrown into the furnace.
Yeah. Right.
Suffering, chaos, problems.
Yeah.
That's the
Right.
furnace of existence.
Okay. Yes.
Alchemists made the philosopher's stone with a furnace,
Mm.
with crisol, the place where they mixed the elements to make
Yeah.
subtle the cores, turn lead into gold.
Yeah.
Every planet is symbolized by a
A
metal.
metal. Yeah.
Iron is Mars, no? Tin
Right.
is Jupiter, lead is Saturn, gold is the Sun,
Mm.
Mercury is
Oh,
well,
wow.
Mercury, the
So you
silver,
think
Quicksilver.
you know how they say the aliens come here and mine gold, and so cause that
Mhm.
they needed to for their planet, but and you said the sun is gold, so maybe they needed to keep the sun going,
Mhm.
their artificial sun, so to say.
Yeah, even though that's not in Sumerian mythology, as Zechariah
Right.
Sitchin said,
Right.
mm, they came to mind the goal of the human soul because
Uh-huh.
some fallen architects, the serpent, as it is known, eats the soul. It's a soul eater.
Mm.
And the
Mm.
little light that we have is necessary for them to continue living.
Right.
In society, politicians have no real intelligence. In general, the politicians or those who control the world have to depend on the light of others. They steal.
Hmm.
It's nothing on their own.
Right.
Even the Nazis, no? They were just stealing ideas, symbols,
Yep.
technology. They said they got their technology from those who came from above.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was Bernard von Braun who said it.
Yeah. And what was the name of their high soldiers was the SS, right?
It
Uh,
says
Yeah, so it's what is it? The snake,
that's a symbol
like
of the
the
black
hissing of the
sun.
snake. Yeah,
The black
is
sun
the
has the SS.
right,
It comes
and
from
then
the
yeah,
Nordic
right,
representations,
yeah, the
vectors of
swastika
energy.
and move it around. Yeah, they twist
That's
it and move it.
that's a technology from the primordial ages, and they wanted to recover
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Actually, the black
Yep.
sun might be something related to the energy from the vacuum and quantum mechanics,
Mm.
because there is mm, a chasm where evil takes place, and that's also a
Yeah.
source of energy.
Well, yeah. Now this so the sun, our sun gives is a giver of life, so to say, and it could take your life on a hot day though too, but and then if you have, you know what I mean? But but then you got a black hole that's like a vacuum that sucks light. So that could be the
Mm,
black sun. A black hole could be a black sun kind of because it's a taker. It sucks the energy. I guess it's like that recycling. They got it hooked up here. The black hole eats it and comes around and then shines out on this end
mhm.
and has it going, you know what I mean? Has it burning on that one.
Yeah. What we have in the center of the planets and the moon might be something similar to black holes that absorb energy.
Right. Oh, for
Even
sure.
the sun is not a ball of gas.
Right.
There is a portal, and that absorbs energy in two directions. So it gets
Right.
energy
Yeah.
from the central sun, but
Hmm.
also radiates. So the light that we see is not coming directly from the sun, but is what we see when the vibrations of the sun clash with our atmosphere. And that's
Mm.
the light that we see.
Oh, wow.
Gurdjieff said in his magnum opus, the sun neither heats nor lights. It's covered with ice, which is very interesting because
Wow.
science cannot explain why the sun is hotter on the surface than inwards.
Right.
The only explanation is that it's not something burning, it's not
Right.
combustion,
Right.
but implosion and cold fusion in a sense.
Yeah.
Eric Dollar, which is a scientist, a specialist in electromagnetism and these subjects, was working for organisms in the US government. And he says the sun is not what we think it is.
Mm.
It's a portal. There is nothing inside the sun, as we understand.
Yeah.
But I
That's
think there is
crazy.
another black sun, which is something that absorbs. And those who want to use evil technology for the purpose of fighting the tree of life use
Hmm.
that black sun. The
Mm.
Nazis were those who made it popular.
Right.
But even in ancient times, they spoke about the underworld and a source of energy from the underworld, dragon energy.
Hmm.
There are beings who live off that.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt.
I wouldn't be surprised that our heart can open itself to both ways of functioning. So we either work with the black sun or the holy star, as the apostles call it. Apostle Peter said that he waits until the star of the morning shines in our hearts. That's a
Yeah.
stage.
Right.
But if you don't develop that star,
Mm.
once it begins to
The morning
burn,
star. Yeah.
it becomes a fallen star, Lucifer.
Mm. Wow.
Actually, there were two words in Greek. Lucifer is called Elel ben Shahar, which was translated as Eosphorus, so the carrier of light. And to be the carrier of light is not to be the light.
Right.
If you are the lamp, you are the
Yeah.
light.
Yeah.
So you have to be a true proinos holampros, as it was called in Greek.
Mm.
It's a true mm, illumining torch, which is different. Some people mistake it
Wow.
and they say, no, Christ is Lucifer because they both are
Yeah.
the morning star. No, no,
Right.
different words, different
Yeah.
stages.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, that's amazing. Beautiful stuff, man.
This is beautiful. This is
Yes.
amazing.
It is. Yep. Never never a dull moment. Always a moment.
Mhm.
Moment. It's like ooh yeah. And it yeah, and it's all counted all joy.
These are called hirushim, novelties. In Hebrew, they call it novelties. Maybe someone is teaching something of that sort. But when you bring different traditions together to a point of common understanding,
Right.
that's the greatest novelty. You just sense what the truth is. It's one,
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
and even Satan can be converted. Sometimes they
That's
hear, they are
right.
spying, listening, and
Yeah.
the inner Satan can be converted because he says, "Wow,
Yes.
that is
Yeah.
amazing. I can be like that."
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That was what yeah, that what it's a Mark Twain quote, and uh I'm going to paraphrase it very badly right now. But he says, what why wouldn't the church wants to pray for sinners, but have you ever heard a church that prays for Satan, the be to be converted from his sins, the and the greatest sinner of that you could imagine, so to say, you know what I mean? So where's the true prayers for that, you know?
Well, there is a teaching which is very interesting. It says that apart from the three temptations of Satan in the desert with Yeshua,
Hmm.
there was the biggest temptation, which was Yeshua's ego in itself. So to become the greatest master, you must have the greatest ego, which
Hmm.
was Satan himself. So I think the greatest temptation is to become evil once you have the light. And that is Lucifer,
Mm,
or
yes.
even a stage further than Lucifer, because Master Issue could have become evil
Oh,
if he
wow.
had accepted the voice of
Yeah.
Satan in
Right.
himself. So
Right.
that was the last temptation he overcame.
Yeah.
He emptied himself and he became a servant. He clothed himself with sin without
Yeah.
being seen and helped us to do the same, to be the
Thank
light.
you. Yes. For that opportunity, huh? Thank you for that opportunity. And no, way off the subject though, too. You think this is kind of weird. It's like you would call it maybe the burial cloth of Jesus. But what you think the chances are of finding one of them rugs that Gurdjieff was selling?
Sorry, excuse me. Repeat that again.
I said, what you think? What you think? You think somebody got some documentation that says I bought this rug from Gurdjieff and finding a
Yeah.
Gurdjieff rug? That'd
Well,
be nice to have a Gurdjieff rug.
some
Yeah,
people
it would.
are still in possession of his harmonium, for instance, or objects that he had.
Yeah,
As far as I know,
yeah.
I don't
It'd be
know.
nice to have one of them rugs, though, man. That's just so funny when you think of it. Like, that, like, yeah, you how can you say it, you don't know where the message is going to come from or who it's going to come through. So just because it comes through a rug salesman, so to say, if you want to put a label on them, you
Mhm.
know what I mean, or it comes from a carpenter in out of northern Israel, the Nazarenes, you
That's
don't
the
know where
beautiful.
yeah, that's the beautiful part of it, right?
The Holy One can even speak through Satan. If it's
Woo.
omnipresent, it's omnipresent.
Right. Very sure. Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. And like you
It-
said it, and everybody could be converted. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Yep.
It's even said that Satan has sparks of kedusha, of holiness that became disintegrated or
Wow.
fell. But even in the
Yeah.
beginning, they were part of a primordial world.
Right.
But they fell. That's even in Celtic tradition.
Mm.
The Grial
Yeah.
was a stone of the crown of Lucifer that fell when he fell.
Mm. Wow.
Grial, it was a code.
Right.
Von Eschenbach was the one that gave that interpretation
Mm.
in the story Percival, the
Yeah.
Percival
Okay.
of
Yeah. The
Eschenbach.
person. Yeah.
That's the fallen angel in us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have everything inside.
Mm.
So beautiful talk.
Yeah. And that's love. That's love in a nutshell, man.
Let's
Uh,
be in touch. Tomorrow
please.
maybe we can meet. Mm.
Yeah, that would be nice. I hope I was just going over my mental schedule. I don't know if what I had, if anything, for tomorrow at 5 Friday. Um
Or
oh
just
man,
meet in a particular frame. I can introduce you to my fellow light brothers,
yeah,
sisters.
absolutely. Yeah, even if I just come in for a minute and stay for as long as I can.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean it's so gripping and so wonderful. You don't want to leave the like you said, 3 hours go by in a blink of an eye, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like, yeah.
We've
So
been
yeah, one,
now from 4 hours. How?
yeah, right.
But anyhow, or anyway, let's keep in touch.
Please. Thank you, my brother.
See you tomorrow,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, that'd be awesome. Awesome.
Muy bien.
All right.
See you. Blessings.
Yes. Yeah,
And
many, endless, bottomless blessings
mhm,
in the Holy One.
let's keep that connection with the infinite love, integral conscience, and deep blissful serenity. Mm.
Always, my brother. Thank you.